If you want to make sure that your LinkedIn profile picture is helping you stand out from the crowd and not fade into the background, stay tuned for today's video. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and I am the style coach. Today's video is all about getting your profile picture just right, and I'm paying particular attention to LinkedIn because that is where we have most of our professional pictures, right? Or at least they should be professional. That's where we go for business to business, we go for business to customers, we go for jobs, we are looking to be headhunted maybe. You want to get your profile picture just right, and I've been doing a little bit of research and looking through people's profiles, and you know what? They could be a lot better. It is the first thing that people see about you, and that makes such a great impact. That's gonna say to somebody, hey, here I am, read my profile. Or you know what, I'm fading into the background, I'm not that important, to go ahead, look somewhere else. You don't want that. And your style comes into this big time. Yes, the quality of your photo is going to be important too, so that's where you speak to your photographer. I'm talking about your style here, and it can make a major impact. I'm going to share with you my 5 top tips to make sure that you're getting it right. Before we dive into those tips, can I please ask you to like the video if you enjoyed it or learned something new, and subscribe to the channel while you're here, and let's get going with my first tip. Number 1, beware of patterns. So obviously your LinkedIn profile picture, or most profile pictures, are going to be pretty much shoulders and up, right? Sometimes you might see a full image if it's you doing a speaking event or something like that. However, we want to make sure that we're getting at least the shoulders up right. In photography, some patterns don't show up so well. There's something called the moire effect, and this is where patterns can make you have kind of a dizzy feeling when you look at them through the lens. You obviously don't want to make your prospective clients or your employer dizzy when they're looking at you. It's distracting, it's just noise. We don't want anything like that. So if in doubt, avoid patterns. Avoid them completely if you're in doubt. The real problem comes in here, particularly with small, thin lines. So we're thinking check patterns, we're thinking tweed as well can have this moire effect. So try to avoid anything that has very small details in it, particularly lines. They can be very distracting, and they're just going to put people off looking at your profile, and that's not what we want, right? So just avoid those patterns to be safe. Otherwise, you can go for slightly bigger patterns as long as you can tolerate them, right? We can't all wear patterns really well, and we need to understand that. That's something I do in color analysis. If you're interested, get in touch. But for now, as a rule, if you're in doubt, best stay away from patterns, go for block colors instead. My next tip for you is to, where possible, find out what your background color is for your photo. Why would you bother going into this detail? Well, you want to stand out from your background. You don't want to melt into the background, nor do you want your background being the main focus. That's something else I've seen in profile pictures, where the color in the background is so strong it overpowers the individual, and you end up going, oh, that's a nice color in the background, what's going on there in the background? And you miss the individual completely. So you don't want that either. The best thing to consider here is that if you can find out your background color, try to have something in contrast to that. So for example, my background is mostly white. I'm wearing black, it stands out. In my LinkedIn profile picture, the background is mostly white. I'm wearing bright pink to stand out. So you want to make sure that you're standing out from your background. You do not want to be melting into the background, same colors or similar colors. And you don't want the background to be the protagonist of the photo. You are the protagonist. You are the star of the show, not the background. I've seen it happen. It happens all the time. Strong colored backgrounds, especially if you can't tolerate strong colors, you're going to fade away. Goodbye. Next up is to choose colors that make you glow. Colors have the ability to make us look fresh, awake, glowing and at our very best, or indeed they can have the opposite effect and make us look tired, sick, and I'm guessing that's not what you want in your profile picture. You want to look your absolute best, like you have lots of energy and you're ready for this challenge, whatever it is you're going for. Let me give you a demonstration of what colors can do to you. So here's a group of colors that are really not my best colors. I'm hoping this is coming through on camera, but these are all quite warm colors and they don't do great things for my skin, for my eyes. I kind of look not my best, okay? These are colors I know I need to avoid in photography, in my style, in wearing them next to my face, because they are just no good for me. They make me look tired, sick, like I haven't slept in a week. That's not how I want to portray myself in a profile picture. In contrast to that, these are the kind of colors that lift me up, that make me look bright-eyed, energetic, that make me stand out, and that is all the things that I want. So I know what colors to choose for myself to put around my face, even down to my lipstick or my makeup. Doesn't apply to everybody, of course, but if you are wearing makeup in your photo, you want to make sure that you're getting your colors right as well. That's where color analysis comes in. Looking alive? Not looking alive. Choose your colors well. Wearing color can also give people a sense of your personality, for example. You see me wearing pink quite a lot in my videos or in my photos. It's my brand color. I've built my business around colors that work for me. So it can absolutely bring out your personality. So I would say embrace color as well, but just get it right. Make sure that you choose colors that bring out the best in you. My next tip for you is to have some shoulder presence. When we can only see head and shoulders of a person, there's very few ways that we can make an impact when we just have that space to show. So what can we do here? And I want people who have sloping shoulders to pay particular attention to this one. So if you have strong shoulders, it's not going to be such an issue for you, but keep in mind that when you're doing a head and shoulder shot, this is all you get to see. When you have softer shoulders or clothes that make you appear that you have softer shoulders, it takes away your impact from that image. Having a strong shoulder creates more presence, whether it's through a photo, whether it's in person, or whether it's online over Zoom. When you have a strong shoulder, it creates bigger impact. It makes you be seen and it makes you the authority. So how do you do that? Well, you can choose different styles of clothes to do this. Something with a shoulder pad, a blazer, classic example, usually has an inbuilt shoulder pad in there, so it takes the guesswork out of it. But beware anybody who has that soft sloping shoulder. Create presence through what you wear in the structure of your shoulders. Finally, I want to talk about the use of accessories. Accessories are a great way to show your personality, your individuality, and I'm all for that, as you know, if you've been here a while on this channel. However, if you have a very creative personality and your job doesn't require that of you, or that's not the work you're offering, this can be distracting instead of complementing what you're trying to achieve here in your profile picture. When you choose your accessories, first of all, choose accessories that complement your skin undertone. So for me, silver suits me better because it is a cool color and it suits my cool undertones. It kind of melts into my skin really well. Gold doesn't have the same effect. It looks out of place. It looks like it doesn't belong. It's distracting. So first of all, get your metals right if you are wearing metals. The other thing is that you don't want anything that's too loud. And again, that idea of taking away from you as the protagonist. Unless you're selling earrings, unless you're selling the necklace, whatever it is, or hairbands or whatever, keep your accessories to a minimum. Let your face do the talking, and have little bits of jewelry around, little pair of earrings, something like I'm wearing here today, but nothing that's going to be distracting. And I emphasize again, if you're selling earrings, then go for it. If you're selling hairbands or headpieces or anything like that, then go for it. But if that's not what you're doing, then keep it to a minimum. That's it for today's video. I do hope you found it useful and helpful, and you can actually apply those tips next time you're thinking of doing your profile picture. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back again next week with another video for you. Until then, take care. Bye.